Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Me First Moment. I was calling it Me First Mornings and I almost did it again, but no, we are now doing Me First Moments because I won't always be able to do this in the morning. However, today it worked. Yay! So it's going to be a quick little video because that's life. Sometimes it's got to be quick. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Patricia Ribeiro-Wolfson, and I am an energy practitioner who helps people simplify transformation through the Me First method, which I developed over 12 years ago. So Me First is the practice of calibrating your energy. In basic terms, what that means is that this method is a way to stay grounded and connected to what is most important to you by managing your emotions and your expectations through intentional choices and actions. My goal is to help you simplify this method that will keep you focused and in alignment with what you truly want and not what everybody tells you you should want, because there's a difference, people. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to begin. Now, what do I mean by that, right? So when life's thrown you for a loop, it's possible, more than likely, to feel just kind of lost and alone and overwhelmed and feel like your foundation has been rocked. Well, because it has. And it's important for you to take the time to grieve and process and sit in your feelings about whatever monumental shift has happened in your life. And I encourage you to reach out to a professional if you need some support, and have someone unbiased who can sit and listen and witness your process as you go through it. I have a therapist. She's the best and I love her. I recommend, any type of therapist or counselor or coach, depending on what it is that you're struggling with, someone who would be appropriate for your particular, the things that you have going on, right? And so the other piece that I want to address, and what we're really going to be talking about in this episode, is how do you start putting the pieces of your life back together, right? What is the one thing you need to do? We're going to talk about that coming right up. Right now, we are going to start our process. Now, most of you who watch the show, you know that I am all about creating a practice, creating a process. Oh, I think I have people in the chat. Hi, I have not said hi. Hello, my best friend. I love you. Thank you for being here, Linda. Thank you for anyone who's watching. I really appreciate you guys watching and supporting. And if you happen to like what you see, please feel free to spread the word. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Me First Moments, and I have the links in the comments and in the description. You can find all the information. And you can also get a free Me First Quick Reference Guide, which includes how to calibrate your energy, the Me First Morning Ritual, which we will be doing together right away, a quick GPS activity, your daily ABCs, and a simple guide to managing stress. And Lord knows, we can all use something simple to try and manage stress. So I hope that it will be useful for you. If you do not have that free gift, please go ahead to my description, download it right now. Awesome. Okay, so let's begin with our process. So now, one of the reasons that I do this process, and for those of you who watch me, you know we do this every time, is because I want to help you calibrate your energy right now, right? And what we do together here, you can refer to this at any time. You can do this at any time throughout your day. It's one of the reasons why I'm not just doing Me First Mornings, because this is a Me First anytime. Anytime you need to get back to yourself, anytime you need to recalibrate, anytime you need to regulate your emotions because things feel out of control, this practice, what we're about to do together, is a great way to get yourself sort of reset. So let's do that now. We're going to take a deep breath, okay? We're going to do 3 deep breaths. And this is a simple way that I like to do it so that you never have to think too hard. 3 deep breaths. You do a count of 5, breathing in, you hold for 5, and then you exhale for 10 seconds. This allows your body to feel a little bit more relaxed. It sends a signal to your body that everything is okay, because if your exhale is longer than your inhale, you are sending that signal, that physiological signal to your body saying, hey, we're doing okay. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it 3 times. Ready? Here we go. Deep breath in. and hold, and release. Beautiful. One more time. Breathe in, hold, and release. Okay, one more time. Last time. Breathe in and hold. And release. Okay, and as I'm breathing out, you saw I already started doing my stretching. I like to do the stretching because what we want to do is we want to release any stuck or stagnant energy, any tension, any pain that you might be feeling. Now, you can't necessarily release the pain, but what you can do is sort of alleviate some of the pain. You want to alleviate some of the pressure. You want to loosen up whatever you can. Obviously, if you have time, you can do a whole yoga routine, and that would be wonderful to loosen up your body. But if you don't have time for that, then just doing some simple stretching exercises, and I do a lot of like with my back and my neck because that's where a lot of my tension is. Probably you guys too. A lot of the tension is in the back and in the neck and then the shoulders. Oh my God. So you do whatever you can, right? And then you shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, shake it out. Because it's good for you, right? It's good to shake it out. And if you can dance, that's even better, all right? But we're not dancing right now. Maybe one day I'll bring music to our Me First gatherings. Okay. So now the next thing that we do together is set intentions with a prayer. Okay, and so this is something that I like to call in my spiritual support system because it helps ground me, it helps connect me to that spiritual support system. And, you can refer to it in any way you want. You can talk to God, you can talk to Jesus, you can talk to Allah, whoever it is, whatever spiritual force that connects with you, that you feel connected to. And maybe it's Mother Nature, maybe it's Earth, maybe Gaia, you can do that. You can connect with whatever is important to you, but that's the piece, right? Is like bring in that bigger thing than you, right? So that's going to be helpful. That's the kind of, the partnership that we talk about with the universe, is invite the universe to be a part of it. Invite the bigger force than all of us to be a part of your intentions and a part of your day. It's how we can start it. And you can say your own prayer. This is something that I've created, but feel free to say your own, or just sit in silence and just set the intention for your day. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I had to turn off the heat. I have this little heater in my room because it's cold in my basement. That's cold. I mean hot, not cold. Okay, here we go. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, my love, ancestors, and all beings of 100% pure white light. Allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of love and light connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Excuse me. Help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. It would have been smart if I brought some water today, but okay, we're just going. So here's the thing. I want to talk to you about what is the one thing you need to do when everything is falling apart. I mean, when everything's really in the middle of falling apart, you just need to take a breath. You just need to be still and witness your own experience, okay? That's really what needs to happen, and we talked about that a little bit. But when it's time, when you know you have to do something, when it's time to recreate or rebuild the foundation of your life because things have been rocked. All right, for those of you who know my personal story, my husband was diagnosed with cancer at the end of 2021. He fought a really hard and terrible, terrible battle with a very rare appendix cancer, and eventually passed away last year in February. So, our world was rocked, as anybody's would. And, I say that that's my experience, so I want you to know that that's where I'm coming from. But I've been teaching the Me First method for many, many years, way before this happened. And so what has prompted me to come back and really double down on this method that I talk about and that I've talked about for many years and that I've helped my clients with is the fact that it is what I have been able to and what I have needed to apply to my own life to be able to keep going, right? Because there's things that we need to keep going. I mean, if I was on my own, if my husband passed away and I didn't have kids, I may deal with my grief. I may have dealt with my grief in my life differently. But I didn't, that wasn't my situation. I have 3 boys. And so I needed to keep going. I needed to find a way to reconnect with what was most important to me, while also grieving, while also processing this incredibly life-changing event on many, many levels, right? And so, like I said, I have a therapist so that I do have someone that I can speak to about those things specifically, and she's a grief counselor. That is her specialty. So I found someone who can talk to me and that can help me through that process. But in my day-to-day and in your day-to-day, you still have to do stuff. You still have to make decisions. You still have to do something. And so I'm here to tell you that the number one most important thing for you to do is to move, okay? And what I mean by move, it means like take action, some action, any action, right? Anything. Now, you might be like, but some action, might not be good action. So here is the secret this is the method that I use, right? Because Me First, really when I talk about Me First is an acronym for, movement, right? Momentum is the M, E is energy, F is focus, I is inner work, R is relationships, S is showing up, and T is trust. And those are all channels that I like to look at in my life. How am I moving? What is my momentum like? Where is my energy? How does that feel? What is my focus, right? And I go through those channels, but you don't always have time to go through all those channels every single day and in every situation, in every challenge. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, okay, what's my momentum? Right? You're not going to do that. That's for deeper work when you're really looking at like how to refine and calibrate certain things in your life, how to create change in your life, is you go through each channel and you figure out what adjustments you can make. But in the day-to-day, right, in the moment of the day-to-day stuff, what you need to do is you have to make a choice, right, take an action. But the action that you take, and what I recommend, is to connect with your GPS word, right? And the GPS word, which I talk about here a lot, and if you need more help in trying to figure that out, don't forget to download that free resource because it helps you find your GPS word. But in a nutshell, the GPS word is a feeling, and it is the feeling that you want most. It is the feeling that you are most connected to, and that's up to you, right? I talk a lot about peace because I want to feel peace of mind. Peace to me means a lot of things. It means freedom. It means no overwhelm. It means many different things to me. So you need to figure out, what do you want most? It could be abundance. It could be peace. It could be connection. It could be resilience. It could be vitality, right? You need to decide, what is the thing that you want most in your life? And especially if you've been through some sort of tragedy or a big transition, or have had some crazy stuff happen in your life, which we all have had because we did have COVID, hello. You need to figure out, how do you create a new foundation, and what life are you now building after this transition, after the stuff that has happened in your life? What's next? How do you move forward? And so you need to look at your GPS word. You need to take into consideration that GPS word, and you need to embody it and have that essence infiltrate every part of your life as much as possible, right? And so when you're thinking of taking an action, or when you need to move, or when you're stuck and you're just like, I just don't know what to do, I want you to ask yourself, get your GPS word. Now I'm going to use the example of peace because that's the one that, sort of sits at the top of my mind the most. But you need to ask yourself, what can I do right now that is going to bring me a sense of peace? That's number one, right? Number two, how can I show up in a peaceful way? How can I represent peace in my life right now? And that's especially important because the thing that we are looking for most in the world is the thing that we need to show up as, right? It's like, I want this, right? I want this in my life. I want peace. And then it's up to you to show the universe, to show your spiritual support team, and to show yourself and practice yourself, learning how to integrate peace, how to make peaceful choices, how to take peaceful action, or how to take actions that will bring peace. It doesn't have to be a peaceful action necessarily. It can be a crazy, angry thing you need to do because that is how you set boundaries, but that it will bring you peace. You need to find a way to bring yourself peace and contribute peace into the world. And replace peace with whatever your GPS word is, okay? That is what I want you to focus on, and it's the only thing I want you to do today. I want you to think, number one, what is my GPS word? What is the feeling I want most in my life? And number two, I want you to ask yourself, how can I take action that will bring me whatever it is, the thing that you want the most, whether it's peace or abundance or whatever, what action can I take that will bring that to me? And how can I show up as this energy of peace, abundance, whatever it is that you want? How can I show up in this way? And I want you to sit with that, and you can journal if you're a journaler. You can just think about it, and definitely please just make a comment. Let me know what your GPS word is. Let me know what the action is that you're taking today, because that is the purpose of these Me First moments, is for us together to do the things that we need to do. I want to show up and tell you, here's what I'm doing, and let me know you're doing it too, so that we can be accountable, so that we can grow together. Okay. I'm going to pull a card for today. That's our little message. I hope you enjoyed it. But now it's time for me to pull a card, so hold on. All right. This is my favorite part. Linda's favorite part is always the prayer. But my favorite part is pulling the cards. And now I have a special in because my husband's on the other side, so I feel like he gives me good messages. All right. Okay, here we go. So let's just see, what's the energy that we need to be paying attention to today? I like that question because it's something that's good to know, right? All right, oh, they're sticking. That means it's ready. Deep freeze. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Can you see it? There we go. Deep freeze, number 26. I'm not close to the mark. Number 26. Okay, number 26, deep freeze. Now, what is deep freeze? Deep freeze, is like what it sounds like, right? It is like stop doing stuff, right? And I love this card too because this card is like, just stop and take a moment to reset yourself. Don't do anything, right? Even though I said that the thing that you need to do today is take action, okay? I literally was like, get yourself unstuck, you have to take action. But you need to take intentional action. You need to be connected to that action you're taking, right? So the first thing you need to do is just stop. Just meditate, just take a moment, take a breath, take a beat, and allow yourself to really disconnect from the old stories, right? Because this decision, what this card also means, the deep freeze, is forget about your past, forget about the future, and really just sit in the present. Sit in the pain, sit in the grief, sit in the overwhelm, which, as I said from the beginning, is really important that you do. And once you allow yourself to feel all the feels, once you have expressed yourself, or you have felt what you needed to feel in that moment, it's not a one and done thing, people. You're going to feel the feels all the time, right? But when you give yourself the time and the consideration and the kindness to allow yourself to just feel however you're feeling and allow yourself to kind of sit in it, then you are validating that feeling. You are acknowledging that feeling. You are saying to that inner child, you know what, I know you're sad and I know this is hard. And if you just want to curl up in your bed and cover your head and just sit in that pain for a while, you can do that. It's really important that you do if you have not. And when you're ready to come out of that deep freeze, I want you to go back to those questions I asked you in this video, right? Number one, how do you want to feel, right? Ask yourself, how do you want to feel? What foundation, what new foundation are you going to build for yourself? And secondly, I want you to ask yourself how you can take action that will bring that feeling to you and how you can show up in the world and be able to be the evidence of that thing you're looking for the most. How can you be the evidence that it exists in the world? All right, those are your working orders today. So let me know how it goes, make some comments, and don't forget, please subscribe to my channel, Me First Moments on YouTube, and spread this to your friends if you think they can use it. And if you need support in the meantime, feel free to message me because I would love to support you through these really tough times that we are all going through, and we all need a little help. And we all get by with a little help from our friends. So I'm happy to be your friend during this time. All right, have a great day, everyone. Love you. See you later.